Okay, so let me just talk about partials now. So when do you take partials? That's another thing that a lot of people find difficult. Okay, so for me, the way I take partials is like this: 10%, 30%, 20%, 20%. That is 10, 40, 60. Yeah, 20%. So I believe if you add all of this, that's 100%. Now, this is done when I have like a long-term trade. Let's say 2-day trade or 3 days, something I'm willing to hold for the next 3 days or maybe during the week. Now, when the move starts, the first place I take partial is at the break of structure on the 15-minute time frame. The moment I see a break of structure happen in 15-minute time frame, I take out 10% of the full position. All right, and then I let the rest run. Now, when it gets to my TP1, which usually is around the 1 hour target structure point, I close 30% because now I know that that is now a lower low, and I'm off 40% of my account of the trade. Okay, so the rest 20% are then split by watching price action at this point. So at that point, I was going to see, is price going to drop down? Is it going to continue? If I start to see signs that's not going to continue to go down, I close another 20%. So that's how I kind of like split. All right. Let me give you guys an example with a pair. That would be GBJPY actually. Let me bring GG on this, please. So there was that buy that I took from around here. So I took a buy from somewhere around here, and the first time I took 10% was when we broke this high. Okay. Now when the high was broken, I saw a huge push to the upside. Now the price action here told me that we're still bullish, right? So what happened was when this sell happened around here, just when the sell happened around here, I closed off another 30%. Now the reason being, because what if price drops back down? Because price hit a supply level actually, somewhere around there. So what if prices has to drop back down? Maybe do like a pullback to the structure point. Okay, so that's why I take out 30% of that point. Now I'm off 40%, then I let the left run. So the price go here again, which was 139.600 if I remember. That was where I took the next 20. Okay, so at this point I had 10, 30, 40, which is what 60%. Okay, so I had 60% of this move, and that was it. So when I had 60%, 60% is good enough partials take out of this move. We had like 300 pips in that move, or about 400 pips, yeah, in that move, and that was okay for me. So I just had to let the rest 40% run from my entry right here, right, and see if, just as I'm looking at the higher time frames and I'm starting to see that we are higher high. What if we also get higher high? And that's why I'm just leaving the trade at this point. The moment I'm going to close the rest 40% is when we start to break this low. All right, probably would just exit the market at that point and then see maybe even if it's going to continue, then maybe I'm just going to catch another buy again at that point. So that's how I kind of like really understand how to take partials. It's something that you would get to learn with time. It's not something that you actually learn on this call. In a way, something that you're going to experience yourself. I'm just giving you guys a guide, based on what I do personally myself and how I do it. So that's partials, for me basically. The next is securing risk. Now, this securing risk is